Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Open Mic Podcast, the official podcast of the Open Mic app, coming soon to an app store near you. But in the meantime, let's hear from the artist. My guest today is UK R&B/pop artist Liam Holmes. Liam and I talked about the MPC, being consistent when it comes to promoting yourself, and the cognitive effects of exercise. Liam, how are you doing?
I'm well, Andrew. Thank you for asking. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm glad we were able to get together today and finally find a time that worked for the both of us to do this podcast. So just a little background on that for those that don't know what we're talking about. Kind of went back and forth with Liam a couple times trying to put a time on the calendar, and it was just on my end, it was just a series of unfortunate events where it seemed like the cosmos was really holding us back from getting together and doing this podcast, but we're here today and we're ready to do it.
Yeah, man. Good times.
So I want to talk about the instrument that you use in some of your videos, and I saw you started a playlist on YouTube where you use this funky instrument called a music production center, and it creates some unique sounds, and it's really different and cool to listen to. And I'm just wondering how you got started using that instrument.
Cool. So, that is my Akai MPK Mini 2. Basically, that's the full name of it. I'm not being endorsed, by the way, by Akai. But I'd love to at some point. But it's
maybe after hearing this.
Yeah, maybe, man. Who knows? But so what I don't like, obviously, with myself, as like kind of production wise, has taken kind of a leap for me in the last year and two. Really, it's been really coming to the forefront of me doing everything hands on rather than just being in the studio, let someone else do the producing and stuff, whilst I just sit back and write the songs. There was always a time in the studios being with other producers, which I love as well. I mean, obviously I love, because it's always good to be collaborating to that degree as well. And there was always times when I would hear kind of melodies in my head and stuff, and I'd be like, can you put this down? And I kind of wanted to get involved, like hands-on more. So eventually led to me being able to buy stuff like that setup that I've got now. And it's literally like that kind of runs through Logic. Obviously the software that I use to program the beats and the productions and stuff. That kind of, it just literally links into the laptop, and just, so all the sounds actually come from Logic, and the presets and my sounds and stuff that I've devised, but I make it happen through that, really, yeah. So that little kind of production center that I've got there, that kind of is really cool. It kind of makes me thrive in the music, and it gives me new creative ideas. I've just done this new cover of the new Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber song. I Don't Care. I love the song. And I just literally just flipped it and made it into a reggae tune. So it's pretty cool, man. And that's that, really. I hope that kind of answers your question.
So that little music center really, it seems like it gives you much more control over your music. It's like you don't even need a big recording studio. So that small instrument really gives you that much more creative ability and control over the production of your music.
Yeah, exactly. I feel that musicians now, including myself, we live in a great age where we can just literally take something like that's a Kaya setup that I've got there and my laptop, and just go and sit on a beach or something and just make some music. Do you know what I mean? It's that easy. And just, it's literally, we've got it good in this day and age. In 2019, we've got it good. And I'm aware of that, and I'm just taking full advantage of how kind of accessible everything is, really.
That's fantastic. For anyone that wants to go check out Liam's videos using the MPC, he has a whole playlist of that on YouTube. I recommend it. It's very cool to see. So your musical style, I know you just mentioned that there was that Justin Bieber song that you flipped and you gave it a reggae style. I noticed a bunch of different influences in your music, and you like to do songs ranging from Lil Wayne all the way to the Jonas Brothers. Where do you feel like you really hone in on your personal style, and can it really be described as one genre?
Yeah, sure. So I just basically when I just get inspired, I just get inspired. When I feel like if I hear a song and I just feel like I just want to flip that song and just make it to something else, or I just want to sing that song in my own way. It's not. I'm not going to really listen to a genre and think, well, that's my genre. It's like if I like to I essentially like to flip rap songs as well. Like I like to give the raps melodies and do that way as well. Which I'm quite prone to do quite a lot, really. Just flip rap songs into melodies. So, but yeah, just like if I like it, if I like the song, then I just get involved with it. Really, I just like to make it my own in a sense. If that makes sense.
You know what I like about you as an artist, man, is that you just I can tell your passion for your craft. It comes through in your videos, and it makes it fun to watch your videos. Do you think that's part of the reason why you're able to grow such a sizable following on YouTube? And how long have you been on YouTube for?
I started like YouTube, I think it was now in 2008, believe it or not. And I literally just started to upload my first videos. And by the way, the first video is like, video quality is so poor, but it was like a cover of I'll Be There, the Michael Jackson song. And it was just me sat at a piano. And like I say, the video is very raw and kind of very pixelated because it's like like dated video. But
Right.
to see my growth now is like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's always cool to see where you start and how you grow when you're starting something new like this. How did you kind of nail down your process into creating higher quality videos, finding the content that you wanted to stick with? Can you talk a little bit about that process for maybe some new artists that are looking to get started releasing videos on YouTube or Instagram or whatever their platform of choice may be?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I'm always learning, and I actually love learning. Like I like to find out new things. For example, it took me a while to really understand how to like get a really strong sounding kick, like as in like the bass of a song, like the kick. You know, you get the kick and the snare. But a lot of times at first, I would be like editing the music, and the kick would sound very thin on like certain devices like phone and stuff, and it made me think, oh, how do people get that kick? And it's literally just a case of going online and researching it and stuff, and there's so many things out there now, like tutorials on how to get the sounds you want and stuff like that. And again, it's like it's not kind of hidden, like it's very out there, but you just got to look and research for it. And it's like I do that regularly. I love learning. Even though I understand the basic setup of Logic, of the program that I use to make my music, even though I understand the basics of it, I still enjoy sitting down watching an hour and a half masterclass from someone showing the basics of it, because I feel that you should never stop studying the basics, because you know it's just important to make sure that you always stick and understand the basics. And consistency is for me, that's what I'm aware is so important. Consistency, just keep on going. There's so much I want to achieve, and there's so much places I want to be at and do, and I want to inspire others to do good things as well. And I just like, you know, people say to me, like, I love your consistency, and I just smile at them because I love it. I love what I do. I love just putting my stuff out there, and every week, even though I do it weekly, like we say, like content on YouTube as well. Even though I do it, push it out weekly, I'm always excited about the next one. Like I always feel that this is my best one yet, and I just can't wait to get it out because and I really love what I do, and I think you said there, like it shows in my videos, which is really good. I'm glad it kind of comes across in the videos.
Oh, absolutely. Your passion comes through, and I'm glad you brought up consistency because consistency is such a big part of whatever you're trying to do. Whether you're trying to be a musician, whether you're trying to be a dancer, whatever field you're going into, you want to be consistent, and that's speaking from my own experience promoting open mic on social media. I really learned right out of the gate that you need to be consistent. You need to be reminding people that, you're doing this and you love doing it. And I'm going to try to release as much content as possible.
Yeah. I mean, it's so true. I mean, like, consistency is like so underrated. You can be super talented, and I mean, you might have heard this before, but like, you can be super talented in something, but if you don't put the hard work in to make sure that you're delivering your talent to an extent, then the person that isn't as talented but is just working harder is always going to be setting the bar, because they just keep on going. And I wouldn't say I'm the most talented person in the world, but I keep going. I like what I do, and I just keep going. And the great thing is as well, when you keep going, you always learn new things along the way, and you always get better because you keep going, and you always find little things that come up, and I think, oh, that's cool. It's like music production. It's like, obviously at one point I was such a novice, I didn't know how to create the sounds and how to mix a song and stuff, but I'm still learning as well. But it's got to the point now where I can deliver a very, very strong sound, a great mix and stuff, and that's just come through consistency and learning, never stop learning. And yeah, man, you know what I mean? It's all about consistency and having a love for if you don't love what you do, then there's no point doing it. Just make sure you love what you do.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And just keep going, man. Just keep going until because I feel like one person said to me, he said he's very established and he's doing his thing. He's amazing. And he mentions that, the greatest part of it all really is the climb. It's the whole kind of, you're aiming to get to somewhere. And then when you get there, he says, it's great, but you enjoyed the climb better because it's the whole kind of trying to prove yourself and, like, this is what I can do. Can someone please take notice? Do you know what I'm saying? And is that kind of stuff.
You have to enjoy the climb. And the music industry is just too overrun by artists that believe in the concept of just blowing up overnight. You hear stories from artists where their story has basically been boiled down to, oh, they released this song, they blew up overnight, and now they're famous. Now everyone knows about them.
I'm sure, yeah.
That's like winning the lottery as an artist. It's just it's not going to happen. And I think there's too many artists that don't think they have to be consistent because they're just going to, like, boom, release that one hit that's just going to project their career. But
of course, like, everyone dreams of that moment where you can have that kind of that piece of content that just flies and you're just like, wow. Everyone dreams of that, but at the same time, you can't depreciate hard work and how much hard work is. Because I would say as well, a lot of the time, just based on stuff that I've realised and stuff, don't always get it twisted about how certain people are just suddenly getting, there from a viral video. Like, they've had a team behind them or something like that a lot of the time, and they've had and they've made shit happen for that person anyway. For that content,
and they've been doing it. It's nice to have kind of that fairy tale story, but chances are they've been building up that platform for years, kind of like you've been doing. You can't get a hit without a platform behind you already.
Yeah. And like, people will only see, obviously, like, oh, they're just blown, but behind the scenes, there are a lot of people that will just work so hard, and then after 10 years or something, like, they've made it, and then they're like, but you didn't see the climb. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't see the climb. All you see right now is just me shining. But
right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so 100%, man. Yeah, it's all about the climb. It's all about and thriving on the climb and enjoying the ride, basically. Yeah.
You spoke a bit about what you want to do in a few years as far as accomplishments. What would be your main achievements in a few years, if you could boil that down? What do you want to do with your
a big well, look, I mean, I've always said it, like, you know,